What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the This Just In podcast, episode number 11.
Hey guys are
As always, I'm Justin. I'm joined here by Jared. Jared, how you doing tonight?
pretty good. Got some dinner. It's very cold out there. It's snowing bad.
Really cool. Snow is starting to come down.
It is. It is.
Like Christmas season.
Exactly.
I just thought about this, right? The way we film on Mondays, how we can't film next week on Christmas Day.
Oh, you're right.
We might have to find an alternate film. That's for us to figure out, not you guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll figure it out, right?
That'll
But
happen.
we're gonna start this episode as typical, blind rank. Jared, do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first?
It doesn't matter to me.
I'm gonna give you mine first because I'm interested, right?
Okay.
I got 5 Christmas songs for you to.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, you scared me a little bit.
No.
You scared me.
But I dared you.
I almost. No, just keep going. Just keep going.
All right, okay. 5 Christmas songs. All right, we're gonna start with classic Jingle Bells. What do you got?
Ooh. Hmm. I don't want to saw Jingle Bell in the one, but Jingle Bell's it's a classic.
He's a classic.
It just doesn't miss. I'm gonna slide in the one. I'm gonna slide it in the one. I'm a big Jingle Bells guy.
Okay, I respect it. I respect it. All right. We're gonna go here. Last Christmas.
Last Christmas. I'm trying to think of other ones you could put on here. So we'll slide into the three. We'll slide
In the
into three
three?
right now.
Big fan of that one.
I mean, yeah, it hits from time to time.
All right. Okay. We're gonna go here. Jingle Bell Rock.
Ooh, Jingle Bell Rock. I'm not a big Jingle Bell Rock guy
Not a big
person. I don't think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna slot that in the 4.
Put it in the 4. Okay. Here we have what's taken Christmas by storm in the last few years. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Okay, I have to put this in the 2. There's no way I put that in the 5. It
Yeah,
has to go 2.
big
There's just no way
Mariah
it goes
Carey
5.
fan, I assume. Yeah.
I mean, I
know
wouldn't say
you-
my.
No.
I don't know. I don't know if that considers me a fan. Then sure.
Yeah.
I guess.
And last but not least, in the 5, the 12 Days of Christmas.
Okay, that's not bad. That is not
That's
bad
a
at
pretty
all.
good list. That's a pretty
I
good
was
list.
very scared leaving the 5.
No, that's a good list.
That's a good list. That's a great list.
Yeah. Now I'm nervous. What are you giving me?
Okay, I almost did Christmas songs. Instead, I went to movies.
Okay. Yeah.
So we saved ourselves. First, we got the Grinch,
Which version?
the animated.
Okay. Because the live action one's a little weird.
Yeah.
This is a good movie. I'm gonna put it in the 2.
Okay,
It could be
Okay.
a mistake, but I'm gonna put it in the 2.
it could be, but we never know. Second, we got Elf.
Elf. Oh my god! I killed it already. That has to be the one. That has to be the one. That has to be the one. No, Elf is iconic.
It is. Next, we got the Polar Express.
Okay, I'm fine with this at the 4. It's a classic, but I've never really been a huge fan of it. That one kid really annoys me in it, so.
Which gets specific.
The glasses, bro.
Okay, that's fair.
Wait,
That's
actually,
fair.
you need to get your ticket stubs. Like, he's so annoying, dude.
I feel like that'd be you. And next, we got A Christmas Story.
That would be me. What did you say?
A Christmas Story.
Wait, which one is this again? I'm
It's
blank.
the one with Ralphie, and he wants to.
Oh, 5.
Okay,
I don't really like that one.
so what'd you leave? You left
I left the 3.
the 3. Number 3, you got a Charlie Brown Christmas.
Okay, that's pretty.
That's not too bad.
I would probably swap Charlie Brown Christmas with the Grinch, to be honest,
Yeah.
because we watch Charlie Brown Christmas every year on like Christmas Eve. That's like a classic.
hmm
Yeah, good list.
It
Then.
is. It's not. That's a good list. It's a good list.
We're getting better at the blind rankings.
We are.
We're getting too good. We're learning how to.
We're getting too
how to
good.
pick. Oh man. Okay, little NFL themed episode for you here, Jared. We're just gonna start. We're gonna grade some young quarterbacks, how they've played this season only. All
Okay.
right. So no other seasons, no previous anything. Only this
Mhm.
season. We're gonna start with Bryce Young, the rookie, first overall pick.
Okay. I don't know how harsh I want to be on Bryce Young, just because the situation isn't good. But he hasn't done too much to show flashes, I feel like. So we're just gonna hit him with the D. 2 wins is abysmal in such a awful division. some of those games he easily could have he could have won those games, and you just got to get it done when you need to. And I know it's hard as a rookie because you're in a terrible situation, and the NFL is way different from college. But 2 wins is abysmal. Just can't be doing that. But hopefully he turns it around next year.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna agree with you here on Bryce Young grading him at a D. Just he's made some plays and the Panthers haven't helped him. I think that clip going viral of Jonathan Mingo jumping out of bounds instead of catching the ball
That's
in
an
bounds.
all-time clip. That's an all-time clip.
But like he also has just been slow processing, hasn't looked great. The size is really hurting him. Sometimes he's getting pressure.
Yeah.
He should. But I think he's going to be able to turn it around maybe next year, get a new coaching staff in, maybe get him some line help.
Hopefully new weapons, even though they don't have their first, which, ooh, that's brutal.
They did win this week, though. They did win.
They did.
Wild. Next, we're going to go here. Potential MVP, Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Brock Purdy.
I'm going to have to give him an A. I don't know if I can give him an A+, just because of how good the team is around him. If those guys are hurt, he's not the same quarterback, which I guess makes sense. But if you want to be top of the top, you're going to have to deal with injuries. And I think it's been a little bit of a struggle for him to do that this year. But he's still in the MVP conversation and a great quarterback, so I'm going to hit him with the A.
I think I have to give him the A+ here. Because even if you have a great team, you still have to be able to execute and win games and make the plays, and he's doing that.
That's true.
He's made. I know a lot of people like to hate for dump offs and just throwing the wide open guys. For one, that's just the Niners offense. They scheme it really well. It's, thanks to Kyle Shanahan. 2, that's not all he does. He does make throws downfield. Anticipation is off the charts with him. I don't know where he got that from college compared to now, because he didn't have that in college. But like he is genuinely making plays as well. I disagree with Cam Newton. He's not just a game manager. He is making plays. I do think he's probably the MVP favorite right now after Prescott's loss to the Bills.
Yeah, probably.
Or
a bad loss for Dak.
To be honest, McCaffrey could win it.
Yeah, I think McCaffrey's done more for that team than Purdy has this year.
Because I think Mahomes is probably out on it now with the turnovers.
Yeah.
And
Lamar, I mean, but some of you got to look at how much some of those are really his fault.
Like Lamar
as well.
Running, if Allen kind of pops off in the last few weeks,
he could. Yeah, it has to be Purdy or McCaffrey right now, and unless Tyreek puts up crazy numbers, because that one being injured last week is going to hurt his MVP chances a lot, just because he's a receiver.
Yeah, I just don't see a way a receiver wins the award.
Unless he breaks 2,000, that's the only way I can see.
Yeah,
getting a chance.
But next we'll go here. Someone who is definitely not going to win MVP. Kenny Pickett.
Oh, okay. I have a little bit of bias towards Kenny Pickett just because he plays for the Steelers. But I'm going to hit him with a C-. I feel like he showed up, especially a lot last season during the back half. So he can put some good games together, but it's just, how does he put that together? Matt Canada definitely didn't help either, but even without Matt Canada, he's so shaky at times, and I think it would just come with experience, and he's just got to figure it out in a very, but it's like I said, it's a shaky offense, but I don't know how harsh and like how much I can give him given his situation. So I'm going to hit him with a C-.
I think I'm going to grade him the same as Bryce Young. I think I'm going to also grade him at a D, just because I think he has more than Bryce Young, but has played similar to how Bryce Young has.
Yeah.
Just where he's made some plays, he has a potential to be better, but he just hasn't done it yet. Kenny Pickett worries me a little bit because I feel like he should be doing more than he is. And I don't know, is it a combination of like bad offensive coordinator and then losing the offensive coordinator midway through the season's kind of like shaky stability there? Or is it the weapons he has? Because we've seen some things with their wide receivers, they're not always into the game. And then, or is it Pickett? I mean, there's a lot of different things.
Yeah, there's just a lot of question marks. And there's no real, like, I guess nobody can figure out who to blame. I feel like it's always a different person each week, and then we ask the question, whose fault is it? And then
Mike Tomlin now, I mean.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy out there in Pittsburgh.
We'll go over to a team that just lost their head coach. I believe he got fired. I'm pretty sure. Sam Howell and the Commanders.
Okay, if we're doing it based off this year, I feel like I'm kind of gonna have to give Sam Howell a C plus, maybe B minus, just because he's putting up great numbers, but at the end of the day, he's not winning games for that team. And granted, Ron Rivera, and it just hasn't been helping with a bunch of media stuff and just kind of finding consistency. But he's shown games where he can be the guy for them and the franchise guy. So I'm just gonna hit him with a C plus and B minus because it's there. He's just gotta get more reps in.
I think I'm gonna give him a straight B here because I think the games that they have won this year, although not a lot, I think the games they have won have been because of Howell. Mm-hmm. Because my God, that defense is awful, right?
Yeah, it's so bad.
Like Howell has to win in shootouts, and he can't always keep up when he has an awful offensive line and issues with the receivers because Dotson is still dropping the football and McLaurin shows up on a week-to-week basis. I mean, he needs help. He simply does. Yeah. He's made some dumb plays and he holds onto the ball a little bit too long, taking extra sacks he doesn't need to. But he's got all the talent there. Yeah. I feel like I'm going to be really upset if Washington drafts a quarterback this year. I really want to see Howell get another year.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go straight. But I guess perfectly segments in. Just talking about drafting a quarterback. Jared, we're going to have you play some GM, all right?
Oh, okay.
These are teams that could potentially trade up to number 1. All right?
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to give you a trade package.
Ooh.
You accept it if you're this team trying to move up to number 1. Do you do it or do you not? All right?
Okay.
The Minnesota Vikings. All right?
Oh.
Their pick is going to be in like the low teens at the moment, right? Or they might even be into the top 10 now. So it's not going to cost as much to move up. We'll say whoever's number 1 right now, I believe it's the Bears. They're asking for the Vikings 2 firsts, a third, and a swap of next year thirds. Okay. Do you do that if you're the Vikings moving up to try to get Caleb Williams?
If you're trying to get Caleb, I would say yes. But if you're not trying to get Caleb, then no. Because if you're not gunning for Caleb, then you need that first-round pick next year to potentially draft a quarterback. I mean, you could take a quarterback in the second round if you give up that first, but if it's for Caleb, then I feel like you should take it, just because Kirk coming off an ACL injury, that's shaky, and you're not going to keep Dobbs or Jaren Hall. Jaren Hall is just not going to get the start next year. That's simply how it is. And if they want to take the shot on Caleb Williams, then I think they should, and now is the perfect time. So yes, I would take that deal.
All right. We're going to go here, the Raiders, picking slightly higher than the Vikings.
Okay.
So their package isn't going to be as much. We're going to still stick with 2 firsts. That's pretty much the price of trading up in the first round anymore. Yeah. 2 firsts and a second next year. That's it.
2 firsts and a second next year. I'm going to say no, just because Aiden O'Connell has looked decent in games. And even if he doesn't pan out next year, you can still get a good guy in the first round this year and have that next year first to either draft a quarterback if the Raiders aren't as strong and they don't improve, and you just kind of have that safety valve if you're not good. So I would say no. I would not take that deal.
That's actually surprising. I feel like the Raiders probably are the most likely team to trade up to 1 if anyone does.
They would, but I don't know. It really depends on how they feel about Aiden O'Connell.
All right. Next, you're going to play the role of the Bears. All right?
Okay.
The Patriots are trying to trade up for your number 1 overall pick. They're offering you 2 firsts and Matt Judon. All right?
Okay.
You're the Bears. Do you want to stay at number 1 and pick whoever you want to pick? Or do you trade down to number 2 and potentially lose out on the guy that you wanted at 1?
But I think it comes down to who New England would take in that scenario, because New England would probably take Caleb Williams, and you could still, if you trade down to 2, you could still get Marvin Harrison. And I think if we're looking at it from it's weird because it really just depends on what the Patriots want now. Because I think if they take Marv, he's not going to be as good as he would be in Chicago. And Matt Judon's great, but he's old, and so I would just wouldn't take that risk, I guess, from the Bears scenario. I think you would need a little bit more, as we saw what they got for Bryce Young last year, and Bryce Young has not looked great this year, and I feel like Caleb or Marvin have more value than that, and you could probably get more in a package deal than you did last year. So I would say no.
The Bears were trading up from outside the top 10, and the Patriots would just be going from 2 to 1.
That's fair.
So it wouldn't be as much of a trade up.
It wouldn't be, but it really just depends on how much. It depends on who New England's going to take, to be honest.
All right. Okay, well, this plays into my next question, right?
Okay.
You're still playing the role of the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
You decide not to trade the number 1 overall pick. Do you take a quarterback to replace Justin Fields, or do you think you've seen enough from Justin Fields to try to build around him and take Marvin Harrison Jr.?
You take Marv if you can't trade out of that pick. But I would look to trade out of that pick first, to be honest, because if you saw what you got for Bryce Young and get that out of a top 10 team and see what they'll give you. But if you're not going to trade out for it, you take Marv. We saw Fields get no help this week against the Browns, which I'm thankful for because we won. But Mooney dropping that in the end zone, Tunyon dropping a wide open touchdown. That's 2 touchdowns that they missed out on. And I think Marv fits great into he's a good complement to DJ Moore. DJ Moore, good route runner, faster than Marv, can run a lot of deep plays, and Marv would just kind of be Justin Fields' safety valve, and would see a lot of targets and would able to flourish in that Bears offense.
All right, you would take Marv. I actually does contradict what I would probably take Caleb Williams, because I think you'll get a sizable package back for Justin Fields from a different team. I'm just gonna go. It's not working with Fields. We aren't winning games. Let's try somebody who's a better prospect. Maybe you have a little bit more faith in him. You can get something back for Justin Fields and just try again. I think the Bears might opt for that.
A lot of this stuff depends on how much teams value other players and stuff like that.
That is true. So we're gonna go one last question for you here, right?
Okay.
One last question. We've got a team who's kind of falling in the past few weeks, have not looked great. The Jacksonville Jaguars, right?
Ooh.
Let's just say, hypothetically, this offseason, you could get any player that you want to join the Jaguars. That if you're the Jaguars
player,
I can get any player in the league to join that team to try to fix them. You only get one player. Who are you taking to try to fix the Jaguars' woes right now?
Whoa. Okay, that's shaky. Like from free agency, you're saying, or just like anybody? Like they could trade for anybody?
You can get literally anybody. But let's not do like Patrick Mahomes. Like they're gonna because obviously you're gonna stick with Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
Anyone not a quarterback, I think.
Okay. I'm gonna have to I don't know if this is too extreme, but if George Pickens is still not happy in Pittsburgh, I feel like you take a shot on him. You're losing. Their wide receiver room has not been as great as it could have been, and Pickens looks like he's not happy over there in Pittsburgh. And so I think if they're able to take a shot on him and steal him like that, that would boost their offense so much better.
I think that would be a great trade, right?
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know how extreme that is.
The ability to take any player in the league. You're gonna take.
I'm trying to be realistic. Like, if we could take Justin Jefferson, then we'll take it. Well, yeah, obviously, but you're not gonna do
I think George Pickens would be a really good ad.
Yeah.
I think that would be really.
So I could just name Justin Jefferson for every single team if you do that.
Well, yeah, fair enough, I guess. I think Jefferson would be a good get. Or not Jefferson. Oh, well, obviously.
A good get for any team.
I think George Pickens would be a good get. I also think Jerry Jeudy might be a decent ad for them.
He would be, yeah.
Because the Broncos are probably going to get rid of him. And he has potential, as long as he kept it. So. We're going to move on here. We're going to make our NFL picks. But before that, Jared, do you have the records?
I do have the records.
There's
no Christmas Carol being sung. There's no Christmas Carol being sung.
All right. Well, What
Okay.
are our records? Well, pending the game that's being played right now, the Monday night game.
Yes, I did not count last week's pick'ems just because I couldn't add the entire total.
Yeah.
So this is not based off last episode for those picks, but you are currently 37 and 34,
Ooh.
while I am 42 and 29.
Ooh. Okay, I got some catching up to do.
You're down 5. A little bit of catching up to do. That first week killed you.
Yeah.
I think you got like 5 games right that week.
Yeah, you were.
It was bad.
I like to have hot takes.
That's fair.
All right, you ready to write these down?
Yes, sir.
The Thursday night game, Saints Rams. It's in LA.
You know, like, give me the Saints. Like I said in the hot take, I think they put it together. Grant Carr had a good week, and I said Jameis was going to do that. But they took a step in the right direction. Maybe they carry that momentum.
I am also going to take the Saints. They're starting to play better. Carr is starting to play better. And the Rams, although they've also been starting to play better, they don't really have a home field advantage. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
No, I got the Saints. Little AFC North action here. Bengals, Steelers.
Give me Jake Browning and the Bengals. Mitch Trubisky is not getting it done.
I will also take Jake Browning and the Bengals. Jake Browning has been balling, by the way.
He has been balling.
Absolutely balling. Okay, I have a little bit of rant to go on before this one, right?
Okay.
Bills, Chargers, all right? Okay.
He's going to be conflicted.
No, I'm not, okay? I'm taking this vow right here. I am never picking the Chargers ever again, okay? I broke my Brandon Staley vow for 1 week. 1 week exception because I thought they could beat the Raiders. The 1 week that I picked the Chargers, they decided to lose whatever the hell they did, 63 to something, right?
It was bad, yeah.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
The one time I break my vow, this whole year, I've broken the vow once, and it was just for that game because the Raiders are awful. And of course, that's the game that they go out and oh my god. I am never picking the Chargers ever again. Bills.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Bills as well, even if Herbert plays. Bills are on a big win against Dallas.
Christmas Eve games. Browns Texans.
Give me the Browns. 1 week, I picked them to not beat Jacksonville. I'm never gonna pick them again. I'm picking them every time.
I'm hoping for the Browns to win, but I think the Texans win that because I think Stroud might be back.
Our defense is too good.
Well, yeah, you need Joe Flacco to play like fourth quarter Joe Flacco and not.
Joe Flacco is a very elite quarterback.
Oh gosh, this is awful. Commanders Jets.
Oh.
Aaron Rodgers return?
If Aaron Rodgers low key, we'll play the Aaron Rodgers returns for some oddball reason. Give me the Jets.
He's not coming back.
Hey, you never know. Aaron Rodgers is a very weird guy.
I'm gonna take Sam Howell and the newly freed from Ron Rivera Commanders.
That's true. Yeah.
Here we go.
This is why I win. This is why I have a winning record. You gotta trust me.
Because I take the Commanders every week. Seahawks Titans. Seahawks. We don't know what's the outcome of.
Yeah.
But
give me the Seahawks. If you can't beat a Case Keenum Texans team, what do you do?
I'll take the Titans. I believe in Will Levis.
Bro, he's believed in Will Levis many times.
I have.
He's been punished. More than you stick with him.
You know, loyalty. You know, Matt. Loyalty. Let me go Colts Falcons.
Give me the Colts.
I will also.
Colts are competing that wild card.
You can't lose to the Panthers and expect to be chosen to pick them.
Yeah.
Awful. Actually, did they lose to the Panthers twice this year?
No, the Panthers beat the Texans.
They beat the Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll go. Oh, speaking of the Panthers, Panthers.
Give me the Packers.
They will also.
Panthers are not winning that game.
No, they aren't. Lions Vikings.
Ooh, low-key, this feels like a sleeper matchup. Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I'll take
Vikings. They need to win, and maybe they turn up.
I'll take the Lions. Now, this next game, a lot of playoff implications here. Jaguars, Buccaneers, two teams fighting for the playoff in their respective conferences.
Do I think the Jags bounce back from 2 bad weeks? The answer is no. Baker is gonna cook again. Perfect passer rating in Lambeau. Come on now. You got to ride him into the next week.
Yeah, pause.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Jaguars because I need pick'em wins over you to get the record closer.
Okay. bro does not believe in Lawrence or any part of that roster, but it's still gonna pick him. I respect it.
Cardinals, Bears.
Give me the Bears. Cardinals, they're not. They put up a decent fight against San Francisco, but I think the Bears bounce back.
Give me the Cardinals.
Bro's just gonna go against my pick every single time.
No. I actually think that they put up a lot of points on the Niners. I think Kyler Murray's starting to get back to what he was before the injury, so they can put up points on that Bears defense.
Is he now? Okay.
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Let's take a look at these stats. I got it up.
I didn't need the stats.
Hey, we don't need to mention the stats. Actually, we don't need to mention those. No. Okay. Battle of the teams that can't beat good teams, but only beat up on 500 teams. Cowboys, Dolphins.
Oh, it's gonna be a good game.
I know who I'm taking.
Give me the Cowboys.
Okay.
Take the Cowboys.
All right. Yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins.
Was that your original pick, or did you just?
That actually was my original pick. No,
okay.
Let's see. Patriots, Broncos. Does Bailey Zappi cook?
No, Bailey Zappi does not. He does not. Russell Wilson and the Broncos will win.
Dude, as much as I want to take the Patriots here for the sake of the pick, I might have to go with the Broncos.
Bro needs to get a point on the board.
I need points on the board, man. Let's see here. Monday, Christmas. Oh, Christmas on a Monday, man.
That's weird.
That is whack. Also, I don't like how the NFL has Monday games. Or not Monday games. Christmas Day games. That's the NBA's day. What are we doing?
Why not have a both though? That's
feel like
sports all around.
No, bro. Baseball has like spring, right? That's their thing.
Yeah.
Like they have like the July 4th or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
The NFL has Thanksgiving and the NBA has Christmas Day. Keep them all three separate. We don't need the NFL creeping in on Christmas Day. That's always been the NBA.
But who doesn't like football though? Who don't love the NFL?
Can it not be played on Sunday? I mean, come on.
I mean, I guess.
If it was,
but, I mean, you still need Monday night games. You still need Monday. Are you gonna play a Tuesday night game?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Of course you are. Were you a fan of the Tuesday, Wednesday night games?
I'm not.
Whenever that was a thing.
Up on Christmas morning watching football. It's always been I'm up on Christmas morning and I'm watching the New York Knicks because they're always the first game on Christmas for some reason. Like,
Knicks hater.
Why do they always get the first game? I mean, come on.
We'll never know.
8 o'clock too on Christmas
Ooh,
Day. I wish they were like that'd have been nice. Let's see here. Raiders, Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
I will take the Chiefs as well. Giants, Eagles.
Give me the Eagle.
You're not rocking with Tommy DeVito?
I'm not gonna rock with Tommy DeVito as much as I would like to.
I'll take the Eagles. Ooh. Here we go. Battle of the best teams in the league. The 2 best records. Ravens, Niners.
Ravens, Niners.
Former Super Bowl rematch.
Give me the San Francisco 49ers. Need the Ravens to lose just because maybe the Browns can win the division. I would love to see that. So I'm just going to take the Niners for that reason. And I think they're a better team.
I will also I dropped my phone. I will also take the Niners. I just feel like they're the better team. I think they're probably the Super Bowl favorite, but for sure right now. They just beat up on everybody, dude.
They do.
Yeah, so I will see. So here's the thing. Are we gonna start tallying the records every week, or are we gonna
We will. It will get done.
All right. Oh my gosh, dude. Also, I want to shout out all you guys too for the support on that Ohtani video. That went crazy.
Oh yeah, it did. It did. It was crazy.
I don't know are we learning like how to clickbait now? Is that
learning how to clickbait?
Did I clickbait that? Like, our
reaction was not that crazy.
Signing Shohei Ohtani. I put Shohei Ohtani in all caps, by the way, for 700 million, 3 exclamation points. Right?
Yeah.
You on the thumbnail? That's crazy.
Ain't no clickbait there. That's just good content. That's just good content.
Bro, the video analytics are so funny, dude. Hold on. The reach, it had 1.6 thousand impressions.
What does that even mean?
That means it showed up on people's like feeds
Oh.
and scrolling. 1.6 thousand people saw your
1.6K.
surprised face in the thumbnail.
Hey, we're out there. Come on.
Dude, I text Jared. I'm like, yo, can I get a surprise face for a thumbnail real quick?
I don't even remember what I was doing.
It's so funny, dude. I actually made a pretty good thumbnail though. It did.
It did.
Oh man. Well, we will be back as always next week. Well, actually, are we gonna be back next week? It's Christmas. We'll figure it out.
I mean, we'll figure something out.
We'll figure it out. And it'll
be a surprise.
We'll put it on the Instagram to whatever happens. We'll probably do an episode. Maybe it's not on the regular scheduled day.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But anyways, thanks as always for watching. Links are in the description to the podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. Links to and @ and whatever of both me and Jared's socials are down there as well. Next week will probably be another special guest episode. Maybe the return of a guest that we've already seen.
The return.
The return.
It could happen.
We'll leave you waiting for that. But yeah, Jared, you got anything else for us here?
I got nothing. Have a good holiday.
All right, well, we will see you all potentially before, potentially after the holidays.
Yeah.
We'll see. If not, happy holiday, Merry Christmas, or whatever you celebrate. I don't know. Go open a present or something.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll see you all next week.
Indeed.